Okay, definition of a polygon. You got one.
Closed shape, two or more sides.
Closed shape, two or more sides. Sounds good to me.
How does it shape have two
Yeah,
sides?
yeah, how does it shape have two sides?
Yeah.
3 or more sides.
So 3 or more. Yeah, I could do like 4. Do like this one.
Okay, so it's multi-sided, two-dimensional. We're talking about the 2D space, and it's a closed figure.
Is there any shape with two sides?
Straight line.
How does one become true?
Regular polygon. What's
Square.
a regular polygon is?
A polygon that you can like look at and tell.
Look at it and tell?
Tell what it is. Like a circle.
Oh no, polygons with even.
Well, actually, circle. I could almost say that it's a very special regular polygon.
A square.
No, they're polygons with the same side length.
Right. So the regular polygon is polygon where all the side lengths are equal. This applies to all the angles inside are equal. All interior angles are equal. Okay, composite figure. You may not know what a composite figure is because that's what it's actually unit is on. Lesson or this lesson. Composite figures. What do you think the composite figures are? Irregular shapes.
Figures made up of
Sort
more
of.
than one polygon.
Oh, like more polygons.
Right?
A figure is made up of two or more shapes.
Yeah. So figures are two or more simple shapes, we call them. Figures consisting of two or more simple shapes. A possum. Almost like a possum.
What's a possum?
A possum?
Yeah, I know. It's like one of those creepy little like big rat things.
From
It's not creepy. It's not like a rat. It's
Remember
more like a
they hang by their tail.
like a
It's more like a
squirrel or raccoon.
I see.
So not a possum. What's a possum? Because a possum is a line from the center of a polygon so it's a line from the center of a polygon to the middle of one of the sides.
A possum.
It's like a possum with those that were similar.
The word.
Center.
I didn't like the definition. It was like
We're close enough to possums, guys.
Okay, some of the angles in a triangle.
180.
180.
180.
How about some of the angles in any polygon?
No. 180 times n minus 2.
180 times 180.
What? And
360.
N is the
Sides.
number of sides.
Total number of sides minus 2 times
Okay.
180.
so it's 180
No. 360.
That's 180.
is 180
180
times n minus 2, where n is number of sides. we think of a triangle, where we have a triangle here. How many sides does a triangle have?
3.
So 3 minus 2 gives us 1 times 180 is 180, so that works.
How about circle?
What about a rectangle?
4 minus 2
Oh.
is 6.
Yeah, so 4 minus 2, and then we keep going up. The only exception is, of course, a circle. Circle has 360 degrees.
How many sides does it have?
Infinite.
Yeah,
Infinite.
yeah.
It's just one big slide.
Even though the formula for the area of a regular polygon?
Length times width. Base times height.
So that's area of a rectangle of any polygon.
N times
A regular polygon. So regular polygon was one of the same size.
You make triangles, and then you're like, how many triangles are there if you multiply?
But then it comes up to this generic formula.
No, yeah, no triangle.
So area is equal to capital P. Yes, where P is perimeter. So A was our apothem. So that's where the A is, okay? So you know the apothem of a regular polygon and the perimeter, you can calculate the area. Well, what is it that you really need to know for the perimeter of a regular polygon? Yeah, just one side, because the definition of a regular polygon was all the side lengths were the same. Okay, area of a rectangle,
Base times height. Length times width.
you just
Base times height.
throw up random things. First base times second base.
Oh.
Center plus hook shot.
Center plus hook shot equals swish.
Equals Colin switching. No, Colin's up.
Equals Colin airball.
So rectangle area again is length times width.
Can it be base times?
You call it base times height, but we all go by length times width.
Alright.
So that's a length and width. How about triangle?
E times H divided by 2. Board's going hard.
One half AB?
Can it
Or you can write, yeah, you can write it as
half of base
AB over 2. Same thing, right? What's A?
times
So A is your altitude.
Can you just do B times H divided by 2?
I don't know as much.
You guys remember H?
Yeah.
So base times height over 2. So there's a triangle. So there's your base. And the height, what's the definition of the height? Not quite that far, no.
It's like
No, not quite. The height is basically you take the vertex and you drop it straight down, right? Basically, if it's a height of a triangle, it's how high it is. What angle are you forming down here? Right? So basically, if you had top of the triangle from the ceiling, drop it straight down. So that's like how high it is. That's what's called height. But what angle is that line making with the ground? It's going to be 90 degrees. Circle?
Pi r squared.
squared r pi. Squared r.
So there's a circle. That's our center. Circle. And finally, a trapezoid?
Base 1 plus base 2 divided by 2. Yeah. So she said.
Well, I'm going to use A plus B. Right? So A is one side length, B is the other side length. Times height over 2. So we draw a trapezoid. So that might be A, that might be B. And again, that's H. Right? So again, the height of your trapezoid, dropping straight down from one of the vertices, 90-degree angle. so we're only go through the first two examples with you. But number 8, we have a composite figure there. What two shapes do we have there? Triangle and square. Triangle square. So first of all, let's figure out the perimeter because that's probably the easiest one.
45.
So watch what I'm doing here, because I want to work a little bit with you guys on notation, right? I already started this with a grade 10. Blue ball of the water, like, what are you doing? It's not a really hard concept, so I want to introduce it to you guys so that you can kind of see where we're going with this. So here we want the perimeter of the whole thing. What is this really? This is really the perimeter of, I'm going to label this S. So it's the perimeter of S, sort of, plus the perimeter of this part would be T. So I'm just going to put subscripts underneath them, right? Because we have two big P's there, we want to distinguish between what the P's are. Actually, 3 big P's. So perimeter of a square, it's not really the perimeter of a square, but this perimeter, what's the perimeter of the square that's on the outside here?
24 times 3.
Yeah, so we got 24, because there's 3 sides that's only exposed. 24 times 3. And then for the triangle, we got,
15 times 2.
yeah, these are supposed to be same side lengths. So 15 times 2. And then we get 72 plus 30 is equal to 102. Please do not, do we have measurements on our diagram? So please remember your measurements in your final answer. You don't need to put in for intermediate steps, but please put it in for your final answer because you don't want to be docked marks for it. Okay? So here's a harder question. What's the area? Well, area, we sort of like do the same thing, right? Area of the square plus area of the triangle. What's the area of the square? Okay? Not giving enough space. What I want to do really is, well actually area of square is pretty simple. So area of the square is 24 squared plus, what I want to do over here on the side is I want to work on the area of the triangle. How can we calculate the area of this triangle?
Base times height divided by 2.
Base times height divided by 2. Well, what are we given?
Base divided by the base.
Well, we're given the base. What's the base?
24.
So we can deduce that this is 24, so that's the base. What's the height? Okay. So here's a lot of a squared plus b squared equals c squared.
It has nothing to do with this.
It does? Well, I want you guys to stop calling it that. Pythagorean theorem. If I draw this triangle,
Oh, I don't know how to do it
how we calculate h?
now. X squared plus y squared equals h squared.
Does the letters mean anything? No. So I want you to stop thinking about the letters because once the letters change, you're so stuck in the letters. Like, well, I don't know how to do this because I don't know a squared plus b squared equals c squared. It sounds like it's a simple concept to get past, but for some kids it throws them off, right? And it's just formulas in general. Okay? I want you to remember this. The square of the 2 shorter sides added together is equal to the square of the hypotenuse. Right? Remember what this length is called? Right? Hypotenuse. Okay? So just remember the 2 shorter sides squared added together equals the longer side squared.
But how does this give us height?
y, which is like the height of the triangle.
Find y. This is.
That's a good question, Matt.
This one isn't like that.
Yeah, it is. You
Just
just cut the triangle in half.
Cut it in half.
So you just erase this t for a second. So this is t. If I take this line from the vertex here, drop it straight down, do I get a right angle triangle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's the same height.
Well, now I know the hypotenuse. I want to figure out what that side is, but do I know what that side is?
24 divided by 2.
Why is it 24 divided by 2?
Because that's small
Because
side
it's
is
half of
24.
the base.
Why is it half of the base?
Cut it in half.
So I could have a triangle. Can I have a triangle that looks like this?
Yes.
Is that half?
No.
No. Oh, you do look great.
Smart. So is that half? Is that height dividing that base in half? No, because it was, then the equation would be very simple, right?
But it is the
Height of a triangle is always base divided by 2. We don't even need the height.
height is base divided by 2.
Well, you guys, that's what you guys are telling me. Or sorry, yeah, well, this part, sorry, the height divides the base in half. Sorry, that's what I meant.
But if it's like that kind of triangle, you can just like.
Isosceles.
Thank you, because this is isosceles triangle. Because your two sides on both sides are the same, when you divide that triangle, it actually cuts the angle in half. So that means this side is half. So this is really 12 and that's 12. So if I was to draw this triangle off on this side over here, I would get something that looks like this now. So that's 15 and that's 12. And I need to figure out what this height is. Right? So this is where I go. The square of the shorter two sides added together gives me the hypotenuse squared. Okay? If you want like formulas, all I did was a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared and plug in the appropriate things. So here I got 144 plus h squared is equal to 225. What do I do from there now, though?
Square root.
Rearrange how? Thank you, yeah. We want to isolate for that variable again, right? So going back to equation unit 3 units ago now. We want to subtract 144 from both sides.
It's just.
So h squared is equal to 81. Yeah, so now we got a squared, the opposite of squaring is the square root.
So it's 9.
So it's square root of. How many answers when you do a square root to a number? 2. But in this case, because we're dealing with distances, we're really interested in
9 and negative.
yes. So I want you to remember that because that's important for grade 10. We just do normal algebra, right? Seriously? So our height is 9. So that's 9. I'm going to do area of this triangle over here. AT is equal to 8 over 2. So that's equal to the altitude is now, or sorry, the base. Base times height. So base is 24. The height is 9 over 2. So that gives me 12 times 9 is 108.
Why would it go 24?
It's 24
Oh.
times
Divided by 2.
Yeah, Yeah, 24 times 9 is the same as 12 times 9, which is 108. So I have that calculation off to the side. So here, actually, 108. So my area, so what's 24 squared?
576.
576 plus 108
680
plus 684
meters squared.
Thank you. So it's meters squared, right? When we have area, it's our units squared. Okay, so I'm going to do B down here. So B, what is our figure made out of?
A semicircle and a rectangle.
Okay, good. So a semicircle and a rectangle. So I'm going to label this again. So I'll call this L, no R. And I'll label this one S, no C. So perimeter is equal to perimeter of the rectangle plus the perimeter of the semicircle. So what's the perimeter of rectangle here? How do we calculate that?
10.6 plus 8.2 squared.
Not squared.
27.
10.6 times. Yeah, 8.2.
So I'm just going to write it like that, right? We have our two side lengths, so this is 8.2 as well. And what's the perimeter of the semicircle?
Pi d. Pi times
Oh, wait.
divided by 2.
Yeah.
Pi times diameter.
So the circumference of the circle is pi times diameter, but we only got half of it here, right? So what's the diameter?
So 10.6.
10.6 all over 2. So this is 16.4, 1727 plus 10.6.
What was the formula for circumference?
Pi d.
Pi times diameter.
Oh, no, no, I got
Equals 16.6.
44.12.
What? Oh, did
Pi.
you involve, did you add the 27 to that? Oh,
How do I get that? Oh, that's the area, I think.
16.642 is the, Eric got the answer.
So who's got this part for me? Pi times 10.16.
16.6.
There's 10.
16 from what?
16.642.
But are we going to the nearest 10?
Okay, so when you guys use pi, so when you guys use your calculators, there should be a pi button.
We don't use that.
We don't use that.
Always use that.
Oh.
Do not use 3.14.
Yes, that's what I was
Then
doing.
it's not 16.642. That's what I did. I just almost went 3.14.
No, use the pi button. So if you use the pi button, what do you actually get? Or should I bring my calculator with me?
Divided by 16.650 441064025.
650.
65044.
Well, just leave it at 3 decimal places. 654.
Yeah, 650.
So we just leave it at 65. 16.65. So that gives me 43.65. Okay. So area, same thing, just apply area formulas. So area is is equal to area of a rectangle plus the area of a circle. Area of rectangle is, I'm going to start writing out the formulas. Length times width plus area of a circle is pi r squared, but this one will have half a circle, so we want to divide that by 2. So length here is 8.2 times 10.6 plus pi r squared. So r here is, what's the radius? 5.3, right? So it's 10.6. So this is 10.6. So half of that. So half of that is 5.3, which is our radius. So plug that into the calculator. It was 10.6 times 8.2. 86.94.
92.
What's the other side? Pi times 5.3.
16.65.
Isn't it pi times 5.3 squared?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry,
divided by
squared.
2. Isn't it divided by 2? Doesn't that just cancel it out?
No, you can only cancel the 2 back because it's only if you multiply by 2, right? But it's really 5.3 times 5.3. Okay? So we got pi times 5.3 squared divided by 2. What do we get for that?
28.0.
Why don't we put 1, 2? Well, that doesn't sound right.
28.09.
28 point what?
09.
28.09.
You still have to multiply pi.
And then once you add those two together, what do you get?
That's
wrong,
just
that's
5.3
wrong.
squared. There's no
Yeah, it's 44.12.
So what's it? 44.2.
Pi, it's 88.2.
Yeah.
Divided by 2.
Divided by 2.
Oh my God.
So what's our final answer? 45, 135.04. That doesn't look right.
131.
131. 131.04, and this is, what's the unit? Centimeters.
squared.
Okay. So for homework, you actually have like a whole half an hour. The back side of the sheet plus textbook questions list in the bottom.
So it's just like,
Before you leave, you need to at least show me when you finish the sheet. Okay, one thing on the question on the back though. Colleen, please. There's a measurement that's missing on this track. This length here is 50 meters. The length across the track is 50 meters.
from one side to
So yeah, from one side to the other. So this inside part here,
the other.
that's 50 meters. This part here is not implied. I mean, sort of implied, but let's make it explicit. That's 100 meters. Right? The straight edge of a track, right, is 100 meters. I'm going to do it 100 meters downwards. That should give you that information. Answer that question.